How does weight loss works? Let me answer your question right away. Everyone knows the basics of how to lose weight, such as eating healthy and doing exercises, in order to slice away that excess fat. I'm speculating that you are a beginner to weight loss, correct? If you are, then allow me to show you these simple yet effective weight loss diet plans and steps for you to kickstart your weight loss journey. Without further ado, let's dive in. Number 1. Calories. Calories play an important role here. Whether your weight loss is a success or not, it depends on it. Not what you eat, calorie counts, so we have to be careful about what we put inside our belly. The good news is, you can eat plenty if you want to, but not too excessive. Eating plenty of foods that contains a huge amount of calories, that we have to worry about. Let me share an example that I usually do. Imagine you have a healthy grilled chicken, compare it with deep-fried chicken, which one you should worry about? Of course, is deep-fried chicken. It contains a high amount of calories compared to healthy grilled chicken. Fewer calories, fewer weight gained. Make you check your food products as well. Every product labeled with nutritional facts on it, make sure you count your calories. Number 2. Things to avoid. Sugar. This could be your biggest enemy. The more you consume, the more weight you gained. Here's how sugar works in your body. It raises your blood pressure. Eventually, it will be converted into insulin. That's where your fat storage came about. You will see it mostly on your love handles. Processed foods. These processed foods included that are cooked, frozen, canned, and packaged. You will see most of these in your grocery stores. These foods that I mentioned are not healthy, and definitely your weight will shoot up if you constantly eating over and over again. You can eat it once in a while, but not too excessive. Do you know, processed foods contained complex stations of sugar, like saturated fat and polysaturated fats. These fats will slow down your metabolism, making it harder for you to burn calories. Laziness, one of the sins we are committing every day, we even use as an excuse not to go on a diet or to exercise. It really comforting on a couch, but neglecting your weight loss diet plan may be the biggest regret. As a beginner, you might want to do something, doesn't have to be much as first, at least something like goes out for a walk, preferable with listening to music. Skipping breakfast. Breakfast helps you rev up your metabolism engine, burning calories throughout the day. Breakfast also gives you the energy that you needed to more focus on your work. During the morning when you are having breakfast, you will have a higher chance of absorbing the vitamins from the food you consumed. Such foods are from dairy, grain, and fruits as well. Eating breakfast absorbs more vitamins compared to lunch and dinner and increases your metabolism, of course. It's good to eat a smaller portion so that your digestive system won't be overworked, thus having efficient metabolism. Number 3. Foods to be included. Blueberries. This is my personal favorite, and I wanted to share this delicious but yet beneficial to you, which is blueberries. First of all, blueberries are low in calories, rich in vitamins and high in fiber too. You can add this to your smoothies and yogurt too. Almond. Secondly, almond. Almond is high in protein and phytonutrients. It contains healthy fats and rich in fiber too. Almond also is good in antioxidant and vitamin E, which benefit our brain, cardiovascular and respiratory systems. It's good for your skin too. However, you do need to be careful to choose good almonds rather than the bad almonds that are smoked or salted. Pineapple. Thirdly, pineapple. Everyone likes sweet stuff. Fortunate, pineapples are sweet and it has a low amount of calories. It's good to use this fruit as a snack. Most often I think you only see this in your pizza, right? Most importantly, since it has some volume of water, which makes you full and prevents you to touch any other foods or snacks. Pineapple is also rich in a digestive enzyme, which helps you to break down the food in your intestinal tract. Number 4. Be active. If you are a beginner, start with walking. Walking only requires you a pair of shoes, and no requirement at all. Try to walk 3 to 4 times a week for 20 minutes. After you are used to it, try jogging and other exercises like basketball or swimming. Try not to jump into another stage or level if you are not comfortable, it might discourage. When all stages are completed, try hitting the gym and build some muscle. Building muscle helps you to boost your metabolic rate. The higher the metabolic rate, the more calories you will burn. Number 5. Consistency. Well, whatever you do, you need to be consistent, the same with weight loss. That's why you need a goal and a timetable. Your ideal weight doesn't happen overnight, it happens when you put up some work and effort to make that dream comes true. But some people, me myself included, lose hope because we are impatient and the process is too difficult for us to comprehend. Well, if a person wanted to start up a weight loss plan, always start up slow and easy, because we need to cultivate a habit so that you are consistent enough to follow the next level of your weight plan. Don't forget to reward yourself once in a while, always be good to yourself. Yes, weight loss absolutely happens. In fact, most fat people experience weight loss regularly. Unfortunately, most of them also experience weight gain regularly, so they go down and up and down and up. The trick is to lose weight. Actually, what you want to be losing is fat, specifically, and keep it off. That happens too, but it's difficult and more rare. If you're very fat, I'm talking about medically obese, or even morbidly obese, not just needing to trim 10 pounds, then, short of some fairly rare medical issues, it's usually a lifestyle problem. If you live in a food desert and work 3 sedentary jobs to support your kids, or some similar situation where you're trapped in an unhealthy lifestyle, you might not be able to improve things enough to lose fat. For most people, though, it's a matter of education and determination. First, learn about diet and exercise, and figure out where your habits fall short. Google eating clean for a great mode of eating that's incredibly healthy as well as excellent for fat loss. I'm following Kathy Abascal's Diet to Quiet Inflammation book, available on Amazon on my doctor's recommendation. It's basically a strict version of eating clean, and it's stupid healthy. For exercise, find an activity that you can do, and that you will do. Then do it regularly. Like, every day, with maybe 1 day a week off. Note that no pain, no gain is good advice only for competitive athletes. It's abysmal advice for a fat, out-of-shape beginner. If you're 5 feet 4 inches and weigh 280 pounds, and get out of breath walking up 1 flight of stairs, don't decide to go out jogging for an hour every day, it won't work, and you could end up injuring yourself, or having a cardiac incident. Determination or grit or whatever won't keep you out of the hospital if you push yourself past what your body can handle. Find something you can do without distress. I got a fitness band, one of those wristbands that counts your steps, and started walking. I found, to my dismay, that I was walking less than 2,000 steps per day when I began. I slowly worked up to more. Now, after a little over 2 years, I'm walking 10 to 15k steps per day, if I'm feeling well. I'm 54 and have some health issues. I do what I can do. I added steps as it felt right to do so. I pushed myself, but not too much. And I didn't try to do all my exercise, walking at once. I live at the bottom of a bowl, my street is literally uphill both ways, so I walk back and forth at home. It's boring, but it works, and I can walk a few hundred steps, rest, and walk some more. These days I mostly walk 1 to 2k steps and then rest, then walk some more. I go 5 to 6 miles most days, back and forth at home. The point is, find an activity that works for you. Fit it to your ability level and your habits. Don't try to fit yourself to some idea or plan that doesn't fit you. For another example, if you have access to a pool, swimming is a great activity, but if you're very out of shape, trying to swim laps might be too strenuous at first. Just fooling around in the water for half an hour or an hour can be great exercise. Moving your arms and legs against the resistance of water, much denser than air, will exercise them a lot more than they're used to. Walk back and forth in whatever level of the pool is just below your shoulders, swishing your arms back and forth as you walk. That's a great exercise. If you're out of shape, you'll probably be sore the next day. Don't overdo. Find something that's fun for you, or at least not onerous, and do it every day, or almost every day. If doing one thing every day is too boring for you, find several things and mix them up. There's no rule saying you have to stick to one activity. The point is to move more every day than you do now. How you do it is much less important. It really is about eating better and moving more. For someone who's very fat and out of shape, eating better and moving more can be a pretty radical lifestyle change. It was for me, and I honestly didn't think I'd be able to keep it up in the long term, but I pushed through until I had enough of a result that keeping my fat loss and adding to it was enough of a motivation. And that's really the final trick to this. If you're very fat and out of shape, then your current habits suck. Sorry, but they do. In order to lose fat and get fitter, you have to change your habits, and it has to be a permanent change. That's why gimmick diets don't work. You live on kumquats and celery juice for 3 weeks, lose 20 pounds, and then go back to your old diet, and hey, all that fat comes right back. If you want to keep your less fat, more fit body, you have to keep doing what you did to get there. A diet you can't stick with for the rest of your life won't work. An activity plan you can't stick with for the rest of your life won't work. If you're thinking, but I just need to torture myself long enough to lose these 50 pounds, then I can go back to a normal life, you're setting yourself up to fail. Eating healthy food and getting some activity every day has to become your new normal, or you might as well not bother. The science is to consume fewer calories than you expend. It's that simple and that hard. Don't diet. Eat responsibly for the weight you prefer to be. That's about 13 to 14 calories per pound preferred body weight, or 28 to 30 calories per kilogram. If your desired weight is 130 pounds, you can eat about 1,700 to 1,800 calories a day. Eating for your desired weight won't supply enough calories to maintain your current, higher, weight, so you will lose gradually, with an eating lifestyle you can reasonably sustain forever. Make changes gradually. Pick an easy change from the suggestions below, and do it for a week. Then add another change, each week adding another, until your lifestyle is healthier. Pay attention to what you're eating. Weight gain is usually gradual because people don't notice the nibbles here and there. A couple extra cookies a day, say 100 calories, will add up to a pound of weight in 35 days. No sugary beverages like soda, energy drinks, or even juice, beyond a half cup. Minimize alcohol. Junk food should be rare: chips, desserts, cookies, candy, etc. Save them for special occasions, which is not every weekend. Don't even bring it in the house. If it's not available, you'll eat something else. Eat only when you are hungry. Appetite is not hunger. Don't eat for boredom, stress, sleepiness, etc. Just don't. Fruits, vegetables are a minimum of 3 to 5 servings a day, and more is great. Have bowls of fruit on the counter instead of cookie jars. When you open the fridge, pre-cut veggies should be clearly visible and easy to grab. Choose small portions of nuts, seeds, granola for snacks, a tablespoon or 2. They are not low-calorie, but are filling and nutrient-dense. Prepare several baggies of them, ready to grab in the morning to take along, moderate handful-size portions. No double portions, except the veggies. Don't be afraid to season, sauté, or stir-fry the veggies to improve their palatability. Oil is not the demon it used to be, and salt is okay unless you have salt-sensitive blood pressure. Fruit for dessert. Only 3 to 5 half-cup portions of root or grain carbs daily, and choose high fiber. Avoid overly refined and processed grains. No sugar candy cereal, or platefuls of pasta. Brown rice, whole wheat pasta, high-fiber bread, quinoa, and similar are good choices. Read the labels. I consider a minimum of 5 gm fiber per serving to be adequate, and higher amounts are even better and easy to find. You shouldn't have to count calories. But many people are unaware of how many calories they do consume daily, and don't pay attention to quantity and portion sizes. Starting a healthier eating pattern requires knowing your baseline. How much are you really eating? If you want to track your calories and portions for a week or more, you will have an idea of where you're starting from. Likewise, after several weeks of gradual changes, you could repeat your assessment, to see the difference and to check if you are meeting your target calories. It is also possible that you will discover, when counting calories, that the calculations I gave above don't work for you. They are a rough start. If the lower figures of the ranges I gave are not translating to weight loss, drop a few hundred calories more, and reassess in a few weeks. Lose It, MyFitnessPal, My Diet Diary are just a few of many good calorie and food diary apps available.